Hi, my name is Matt Caudill, and welcome to another episode of Montell Makeover in Minutes. Today we're going to be taking a look at a few different projects that we've completed out here in Jenison, Michigan. What you see that I'm standing on, this first aspect of this project is literally just a platform and stairs down the grade using our southern yellow pine wood. The whole reason why this was completed was a safety issue. This deck that was right here was rickety, it was falling apart, it was rotting because it's kind of set right into the ground. And these customers were having a graduation party and they needed something safe for all their guests. After we completed this, when we stepped down here, initially, this was all landscaping. All this new concrete, which you can see is white, it's a different color than the existing. There was a tree to my right, there were some stones, but this was just grass and dirt. So what we did is we came through and widened up the concrete area for the outdoor living space for these customers. That way, when they're here and able to be outside, they can enjoy the area more thoroughly. Now it's kind of the fall, so all the furniture's put away, but normally you'd see a small fire pit, chairs, and a couple tables out here for their entertaining value. Now, as you see when we're walking this way, you'll see this large multi-level deck behind me. This was a great idea and great design aspect. The original deck that was there was one level and it was much smaller. And again, it was an older deck, so safety concerns. You had rotting boards, you had unstable railing. So for us, what we did is we came through and we talked about our Trex Transcend Tropicals. Now with this material, it's a little different than the rest. Same warranty, same composite aspect. Some of the differences that you'll see are just the grooves on the boards themselves. As you can even see on this fascia here, when you get closer to it, there's a lot more indentations, even going across the boards. That keeps it safe for wet conditions. When it's rainy, a little sleet, you're not gonna slip. You have a lot more grip under your feet. The whole reason why the multi-level though is we have our main entertaining area upstairs. Well, here, as we walk up to this platform, again, it's not out here. It was here earlier this year, but this is our grilling platform. So this is where they come down, they have their grill set up and all their food. So that way they have a large entertaining area and then an area stepped away, that way kids aren't getting close or anything for the food, for the grilling. So you can come down, get your food, and go back up to the large entertaining area upstairs or down to the patio area for the outdoor living space. Now, some of the features that you always hear us talking about are, the powder coated aluminum, the hidden fasteners. Well, I'd like to show you that. So when you look down through this deck, you'll see these here are hidden fasteners. You can just barely see them. The great thing about those is that that's what keeps these deck boards secured and gives you that perfect 1/4 inch gap throughout. A lot of times we talk about things, but we want to make sure that we can show you what those aspects are as well. So as we walk up here on these steps, one of the first things that you're going to notice from both levels is that the back risers are all white. What that does is that gives you the indication or the alternating colors for when you're going up. It's not all one color. As you see on our railing, and again, you've heard about the powder coated aluminum before, this is an ADA rail. We will install this on all sets of railing. That way, as you're walking down, your hand just slides right down the pole. You never have to take it off for a post unless you reach the bottom of the steps. Now up here, this is the larger entertaining area. Typically, you'll see, 10 by 10, 12 by 12 areas. This one is much larger. This goes out 12 by 16 actually. Now, again, nice deep grooves throughout. This color is called Island Mist. This is probably one of the more popular colors that you'll see utilizing the Trex Transcend. The last aspect of this project was the slider door. A lot of people have us come out and they'll replace their decks, and the doors sometimes will become part of that project. And the reason for it is if you have an older slider, it's got dirty tracks, uneven wheels, or even screens that don't work, well, that just doesn't help for your entertaining value. By replacing it with a new soft light, double pane, low E argon gas Montell Pure Collection slider door, not only is it energy efficient, but it looks great and ties in with the rest of this project. You know, talking to the customers once the project was done, they were ecstatic on the way it came out. You know, when we come out and we're asking all the questions about what you like, what you don't like, what you've seen, what you want, and then we put it on paper and draw it out for you, you know, you can get one dimension of what it might look like, but once it's really completed, that's where that wow factor comes in for most of our customers. You know, this project here, I love it because this was their idea to have that extra landing, not mine. And they had great foresight of what they wanted, and we just put it together for them. So again, guys, this was another episode of Montell's Makeover Minutes. Appreciate you guys stopping by, checking us out. Hope to see you again next week. Take care.